god. So funny. What is that shit?
Hello and welcome to, Trade Talks. Trade Talks, yeah, what a name. I am Fleet and I'm joined by...
Hieronymus Lex. Yeah.
Wow.
Don't judge us too much. This is our first episode, and this is my first interview as an Imperial Watch Guard.
Yes, hello. Keeping the streets of the Imperial City clean, correct?
As always.
That's great. All right, so with Trade Talks, we're going to be talking about topics, a lot of topics along the way. Each of our videos or podcasts, whatever you want to call them, are going to be about 15 minutes each.
That's our goal.
So, what is our first topic, Hieronymus Lex?
Well, I was hoping that we can touch on a little bit of actor talk.
Actor talk, yes. Well, the way I see it, Batman is superior. Ben Affleck is not a good character, in my opinion, for Batman. Well, maybe, just a little tad. I do prefer Batman over Superman. I think Batman is way more badass, excuse my French. While Superman, he just landed on Earth. He didn't do anything great. I mean, yeah, Batman, his parents got killed and everything. He was abducted by monks or something like that. I don't know the exact story of Batman. But he grinded. He grinded way hard.
Damn, he did indeed. Yeah, Batman is what they call a self-made hero. Yeah, he's pretty interesting. But I heard that you don't really prefer Ben Affleck as an actor for him. So who do you think would better fit the role?
I feel like Ben Affleck is a little bland. I don't know. He just kind of seems like a mannequin, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Batman's okay. I personally don't like the dark themes and feels of most DC characters, movies, and whatnot. But he's alright. He's not that bad, He's just really dark, His parents did die when he was a child. Don't really blame him.
Yes. Well, how about Superman and Batman? How do you feel about them two? Do you think that Superman is superior? I mean, obviously, Superman is superior to Batman, although Superman does have his weaknesses, such as kryptonite and such. So, I mean, they're kind of on an equal ground right there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have a preference to those two. I don't feel any connection to any of them.
So you
whatsoever.
You don't like DC characters overall?
Maybe not. But I mean, Superman's okay. Personally, in this movie with Henry Cavill playing him, he's all right. I mean, I feel like Henry Cavill is kind of like too much of a Superman for a Superman. You know, I know it doesn't make any sense, but I feel like he'd be better off playing someone that weren't so nice looking. You feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, because I want to bring up that I have a movie that I really like called The Man from U.N.C.L.E., starring Henry Cavill, Armie Hammer, everyone else I don't know the name of. I believe he did a really good job playing the role he did there. I could just see him as an egotistical guy, He's just very chiseled, very, I guess, good looking in the eyes of social standards. And he doesn't seem like your sort of heroic, sort of, pure, kind-spirited sort of guy. He needs like a little touch of egotistical shit, You feel me?
Yeah, I can understand that to a certain degree, yes.
Yeah, so that's what I feel like on the character, But Superman in general, he's okay.
He's okay.
He's okay.
Alright, Well, let's get to the subtopic of this topic, which is the, that was just out of nowhere. I just talked about how I like Batman. That is a little biased. I do like Batman. I guess there's not really too much bias towards the idea that I like Batman. I've witnessed Superman and Batman, in their highest and lowest points, and I believe that Batman is my favorite superhero of the DC comics.
Wow.
And with Marvel, Spider-Man, the OG Spider-Man, played by Tobey Maguire, of course, because every other Spider-Man, they can't be the same as Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, you see, we grew up with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yep.
We are biased, definitely, towards him.
Yeah.
And I'm even biased towards that dude who played Harry Osborn in there. He's the OG Green Goblin,
I think
you know?
his name is James Franco, I believe.
James Franco, yeah. But, I prefer the new Venom, honestly.
Yeah, the new Venom is pretty good with Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks? Is it Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks is Venom, everybody.
Wait, who's Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks is the guy who played Forrest Gump, you know?
Oh, shoot.
And the one in...
Tom Hardy, there we go.
What is it?
Sorry,
Castaway? There we go.
Tom Hardy. Not Tom Hanks, Tom Hardy.
Can we get a Venom remake with Tom Hanks, please? Thanks.
Wow. Oh, God.
I really do prefer the new Venom. Apparently, it's getting a lot of negative reviews, along with a lot of positive reviews.
I don't understand the negative reviews. It was a great movie.
You know what? I love it. Okay?
Maybe it comes from childish adults, those negative reviews, while actual childish people like the movie. Because I think the movie was executed very well. I like the story, and just Venom looks so badass.
Yeah.
And Tom Hardy, he fits the character a lot. Not Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that works pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, coming from the OG Spider-Man films with Tobey Maguire, I wasn't really partial to Venom as a character in those movies. So I guess it would only make sense for me to be like, Venom, when I hear of this new movie. Mm-hmm. But I really enjoyed it. I watched it twice. It was amazing to me.
Yeah.
I just love it. I love that type of shit, Yeah,
that shit is dope.
Yeah, and I mean, it wasn't as bright as normal Marvel movies and all this. Well, it was made by Sony.
It was.
And,
Yes.
but it wasn't too dark, It
was the right amount of light.
Yeah, and I love comedy in action. I'm not too much for action, but hey, I loved that,
Comedy and action, yes.
Yeah.
Fit together.
I mean, if someone were to ask me to review movies for a living, I wouldn't be the best person because I like movies like Central Intelligence, that shit with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Kevin Hart. I just love movies like that. They're ridiculous, they're stupid, but they bring out the best in me.
Yeah. Dang, I was gonna say something. Just keep on going. I try to remember.
Yeah, of course. Another movie I want to watch again, I saw it in theaters, was, what was it? Was it Jumanji? With Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
Yeah,
just throw
Kevin
any
Hart
Dwayne "The Rock." Exactly, with Kevin Hart again. You see that duo right there? Just throw any movie with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
And Kevin Hart at me. I will watch that shit.
Yeah, good movies.
Yeah.
All right. Now on to characters. I mean, let's face it. I mean, whenever I see Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I just think that's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
That's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
San Andreas movie, that's The Rock. Why is a WWE superstar The Rock in a movie trying to play as a firefighter guy that rescues people? He's The Rock.
Well, yeah, I can agree with you there. I mean, when you see someone in a certain light for a long time, they become that thing. Yeah. And he's just Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson,
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
It could be any movie, but you won't refer to him as Bob Stone, as whatever his name was in Jumanji. What was his name in San Andreas? Steve? I don't know, but
I think it was Steve.
He is always gonna be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Just like Dave, Denzel Washington.
I mean, he's another example.
He's just always gonna be Denzel Washington. I mean, in every movie he plays, he's always a badass that can slow down time with his mind, and he's a badass at everything he does.
Exactly, deadass, badass, Denzel Washington. He's always that when you see him in a movie. Exactly. And most recently, we've been introduced to Scott Adkins.
Because we watched some of his movies. Yes.
Yeah, we were just browsing Netflix, just dead in the head, wanting something to watch. We watched all that we could watch of Shrek. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, no one will let me.
Though. That was a good throwback.
Yeah, no one will let me watch all the Shrek movies consecutively. Yeah, we were introduced to Scott Adkins. Apparently, he's a martial artist. Our first movie we watched of him, it wasn't The Debt Collector, was it? Oh, we watched this other movie, the something brothers.
Oh, the Grimsby Brothers. Yes.
The Grimsby Brothers or something.
Oh, God.
That was
something. Yeah.
That movie. I mean, we are too PG for this. I mean, we're not really PG, but we're too PG for that.
Yeah.
I'm a sensitive soul.
Yeah, I'm sensitive.
I mean, I saw him in there, and apparently he's just some, what is he, Hungarian spy? Ukrainian?
He's supposed to be
Ukrainian guy.
He literally puts on an accent like, it's all the same but you British people.
Yeah. And afterwards, we were just like, why not watch more movies with him? The next one, I believe, was The Debt Collector, was it not?
Well, that was the original one we were going to watch.
Yeah.
The Debt Collector.
But then we decided on...
we found Scott Adkins. He was a martial artist
named
who had his own
French.
dojo named Frenchie. His name was Frenchie in the movie.
Well, his name was French. They were calling him Frenchie.
Yeah, they were calling him Frenchie. And basically, there was these guys that wanted to basically buy out his dojo, and they were going to give him basically chump change. So he said, if I fight you three and beat you, will you guys get the frick out of my dojo? I don't think he actually said, they didn't say any F word or anything like that. But basically, they said, yeah, he beats them up, then he gets into some bad business, and, in the end, he dies, sadly.
Oh, man, you giving away spoilers. But, yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, it was.
The next one we watched, was it Something Dog, War Dog, Grave Dog?
Something Dog. It was about a British guy, which was...
No,
Irish guy,
Irish man.
Which was Scott Adkins.
Yeah, so, like, this dude, we see him as only Scott Adkins now, but who knows why, the reason, but...
He always plays a guy with martial arts talents or fighting talents or shoot 'em up type of guy,
And he is very culturally diverse, apparently. I mean, he's a Ukrainian man in the first film we saw with the Grimsby brothers or something like that.
Yep.
In The Debt Collector, his name was Frenchie. And then the next movie, he's an Irishman. I mean, you gotta love this dude.
I know. And I heard he's also some sort of boxer.
Yeah.
But he should stay to acting because he's pretty good at that.
I mean, he's both good at those.
I know.
I mean, both of those. What the heck
I mean,
is
I'd
wrong
cower in front of him and kiss his toes if he stood up to me.
Oh, yeah.
But then I would buy him a coffee if he put in an Irish accent.
Yeah. I'd let him beat me up in his dojo for free.
Yeah. I don't know why we want this, but sure.
Yeah, that's not healthy.
So yeah, we're in about 12 minutes now. But these are going to be about 15 minutes each. We are going to try to cover about 2 topics each one, but we kind of failed to do this.
Well, I enjoyed the actor topic in this one.
Yeah, I like the actor topic, and there's a lot of actors out there that you can definitely see as only one character. Jackie Chan will always be Jackie Chan. He's always Jackie Chan.
Doesn't
matter. Liam Neeson. Always
Liam Neeson.
Always the badass Liam Neeson. Where is she? He's like the real... He's like the dad's Batman.
Oh, Jason Statham. What about him?
Jason Statham. He's always going to be that bald guy with an accent.
Yeah, that great bald guy with an accent.
Yeah,
who also killed Megalodon. Yep.
Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is famous for his Pirate of the Caribbean movies.
Yeah.
I think that's where he got the most attention. And, I mean, with that character, there's so much blocking his face and so much that makes Johnny Depp not look like Johnny Depp to where he can fit as more than one character.
Yeah, he's very diverse with his characters. Like,
yeah, I didn't even know he was a Willy Wonka character guy. I didn't know he was even that guy.
Yeah, that was trippy. But you can see him in different roles in different movies and be like, yeah, I feel this character. You're not just seeing Johnny Tip, Johnny Tip, Johnny Tip my fedora. Okay, Johnny Depp can become so many different characters, and you really feel immersed.
Yeah,
and the characters that themselves are diverse. He's a drunk pirate in one, and he's not like he's being a drunk guy in every single movie.
Yeah.
So I guess that has a lot to do with how you see the actors. They just go for certain roles, or I guess they're accepted for certain roles. But I mean, Johnny Depp, top notch.
Top notch. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of actors out there. Leonardo DiCaprio. I recently watched a movie, Deception. I watch old movies. Okay. Back then there was such thing as CDs, and we didn't buy a lot of CDs, okay? So we didn't have too many movies to watch. I do know that we had the Star Wars movies, and I like to watch those. The discs are kind of getting a little damaged. But, stuff on Netflix. I've been watching the old stuff. And yeah, Deception was one of them. Leonardo DiCaprio. I feel like he kind of keeps to his same role of like a kind of mysterious character. Sort of.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't really watched Deception, and I don't really watch many movies with Leonardo DiCaprio in him. But I did watch The Great Gatsby, and I was very sad because spoiler alert, he dies at the end. Well, people
Wow.
probably know this.
All right.
Yeah, his whole character is pretty interesting, but yeah, just sad to see him go.
All right, we've hit the 15-minute mark. Thank you for joining us on Trey Talks. This is Flyeet and
Hieronymus Lex signing out. See y'all later.
bye.
You was stopping me short.